Are you ready for this?
We're here! Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Ron Popeil.
Chose anybody?
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Tom Purvis, trainer to the trainers.
Hi, I'm Mike Levy.
Hold on to your power rod.
But wait.
What are you doing?
Call now.
Call now.
Call now. Call now. Call or log on now.
Call now.
Call right now. Call in the next 18 minutes. Call in the next 16 minutes.
Call in the next 7 minutes.
Call these numbers right now.
Hello and welcome to Call Now, where we plunge headfirst into the surreal world of infomercial. And while we can't offer you free shipping, we can guarantee that the views and opinions expressed on this podcast are definitely those of this network. Thank you, Tim. My name is Dan Sturtevant. I'm joined as always by my co-host on this three-man weave known as Call Now. And he might be a skeptic, but he's the only host designed with 100% sweet spot. Mark Pedrati. Hey, bub.
Hey, dead in the center, bud.
Dead in the center, bud.
He's got a center cut right at it.
Dead center every single time.
And hey, this guy, he'll save you more potential strokes than diet and exercise alone. It's Dave Sandrini. Hey, Dave.
Right at it.
Can't do it better than that.
That was like a health golf crossover there for you.
Got to win.
Because of strokes.
Ah, that is very sneaky.
The pun.
All right.
But listen, if you missed it, please check out the link to the full watch party episode, both as a podcast and on YouTube, because last week, this threesome played 18 and got to see Big Beau Riles in his natural element, strolling on the green.
Hey, it's all sweet spot.
And it was our first full-length rendezvous with the world's #1 club designer.
He's also the most innovative club designer.
Don't know, gave him that title. Who was also known as the world's longest driver who couldn't putt.
Jack Ham can't putt.
Until now, Mr. Jack Ham, we found out all about the Hammer X putter.
Since the beginning of golf, all putters have simply been designed incorrectly. But not anymore. Jack, golf's leading design innovator, has done it again. Jack can finally putt with his all-new Hammer Zero X's putter. All other putters are now obsolete.
Man, oh man. First the controller,
Here I am in the light rough.
and now this. I mean, am I talking about the Call Now slate of golf infomercials or the clubs in my actual golf bag? I mean, come on. Both?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on. So this is real rowdy dow.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Real high energy for the golf course, I kind of felt.
Yeah.
Very amped up, especially for like the most focused part of any sport, which is trying to make a putt and how calm, relaxed, and within your mechanics you need to be. He's like, fuck that.
Not anymore.
Get yourself a hammer, brah.
You reach for your controller.
Don't you know geometry and engineering, stupid? It's like,
Well, I graduated from college with an engineering degree.
oh yeah, no, I know that stuff. Of course, yeah.
Sure.
I get it.
You get amazing results.
Yeah, Jack Ham is a madman.
Jack Ham can't putt.
This club is insane.
Is that crazy good?
And Mark, you got to witness the Hammer X putter firsthand in a round of golf that we shared not too long ago.
Here we are at a great par 5 at Barton Creek.
And you saw it in action. I gotta tell you guys, once I abandoned all form, all technique, and any semblance of the 25 years of mechanics that I've tried to keep together,
Well, now you've got to put the darn thing together.
it actually wasn't that bad.
Not too bad.
I didn't have the gumption to use it on all 18 holes, so my sample size is limited. But
So I used to be afraid of
if my scorekeeping and records hold, I used the hammer, I think it was a total of like 6 times on 4 holes,
64.
and went 4 for 4 from 4 feet and in
Hey, 4-footers are now gimmies.
with a long of about 5 feet.
A 9-foot extension ladder with a 3-foot stand-up.
So while the claims of this club are wildly overstated because they have to be.
Well, most people have 10, 15 putters, and they're all really designed the wrong way.
10 to 15 strokes per round is what they promise.
Strokes off every golfer out there.
That's insane. And they guarantee it.
We guarantee you that you will make 10 putts from 5 feet in a row. That's our 10-putt challenge. That's our guarantee.
Like there are legal issues here, but I'm actually coming around on it as a viable golf product. But
Yeah.
Mark, since you're the first person who I was able to, punish by playing around a golf with me whilst I trekked the hammer around with me, can you please bring the folks at home up to speed on your personal experience in being in the orbit of the hammer?
Remember playing croquet?
It was a crazy looking club.
You crazy?
I couldn't believe how flex the shaft was.
And by far the most accurate putter ever designed.
The graphite shaft is nuts, right?
The shaft and the grip make it seem like it's a fairly newer club
It's all sweet spot.
when we know it's not that new.
Not anymore.
It looks just like a hammer.
If I'm to nail this nail with this hammer,
Great name for it.
I can't control the hammer.
Good job. Research and development there. I think 4-foot putts are somewhat difficult. Like I do. I really do. And I think that's a nice
They are.
call to action. You know, this'll clean up your 4-foot putts, but
I got the 4-foot challenge here, bud.
man, did that thing not make any sense to putt over 4 feet?
On short putts or long putts.
Is what I got out of
It
it.
was so weird.
Especially on that course
Yeah.
with like contours and distance measurement and all that thing. Like
Looks like a bowling alley down there.
I would not trust that.
Trusted Vane Direct.
And it made me think too, and you saying this now also has me thinking, it's like, well, how big of a psycho would you look like if you walked up to a green with 2 putters?
I have 2 of them because most people will get 2 of them.
And you had your normal putter to get you within 4 feet and then the hammer to bring you home? I mean, it would be a laughing matter until your scores actually started improving. You're like, oh, I found a thing.
And I don't know anybody that wouldn't want to do that.
Because you literally do have to abandon golf mechanics to use it.
Whatever you have been taught or tried before to make you a better putter, forget it.
In the infomercial, some of the folks that are using it on the greens are using a normal putting stroke.
Head in the center, bud.
And that's what I tried to do the first time I used the hammer this season. But this past time out, I was like, oh no, I got to do the flex your wrist putting.
You only pendulum your wrist.
And really, I mean, you're basically saying if I'm 4 feet and in, which is probably good logic, most of us aren't walking onto Augusta. So it's like, all right, if you're 4 feet and in,
That's close.
don't aim outside of the cup.
1 cup of soap.
Give it some pace.
But I'm gonna get this party rolling.
Try to catch some cup with it.
Frozen drink.
And odds are you're going to have a decent shot. So if you kind of let it be simple,
Was it difficult to what you did right now?
that's great. But at the same time, you could probably just do that with your own putter.
No.
Like if you just kind of changed your mindset, all right,
Well, I gotta stop you right there because
Hold it, Ron.
did you not get the part where it renders all other putters obsolete,
All other putters are now obsolete.
or was that? Did you
Oh,
not
wait,
pick
did
up
you
on
have
that?
the director's cut?
The weight of the knife alone does the cutting.
Wait, do we watch a different version? Yeah, I love it's so nuts how they talk about getting rid of all of our putters, last putter you'll ever buy.
This will be the last putter you ever buy.
Shout out to me for my great joke last week of, yeah, because you'll quit playing golf. Which, you know, I am on the verge of, because even with the hammer, I didn't break 110.
Oh, gosh.
So it's ugly out there. That's more of me problem, more of an iron thing.
It is a full time.
The fact that I can't hit any of them.
Always had problems hitting for distance with long irons.
But, you know, what are you going
I
to do?
think you found exactly the target audience for it, and I'm not calling you out.
Not anymore.
Me?
My other daughter, Lauren.
Oh.
The person that doesn't golf. much.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
you've
me.
claimed I haven't golfed in a while. And it's clear.
Everything is clear. Things are a lot clearer, do you notice?
You're right, it is apparent.
The mechanics are off, but the putter is actually good for people who the mechanics might be off because it's simple math.
You know, if you got a 4-foot putt, you take it back about an inch. Let's say you got an 8-foot putt, you take it back about 2 inches.
I suck. All right. Like,
Hmm.
well, what do I have to lose, right? Like, I'm playing so horribly for the 2 times I've been out this year. It's like, well, yeah, then I'm going to hit the controller off the carpet whenever I can.
You reach for your controller.
I'm going to try chipping with the controller.
Audience, do you like stale, broken tortilla chips?
And if I'm near the green, it's hammer time, baby.
It's hammer time.
The whole thing is so much better than the controller.
Today, Doug Reed will attempt to break that world record.
The infomercial was a lot better.
Then the controller?
Hold it, Ron.
A lot better.
What about the club? Is the club better?
The club's like 15 years newer.
Yeah.
So it's got that going for it. Oh, yeah, Mark, you also got to hold the controller.
Yeah.
First of all, you got to know why the ball hooks and
You
slices.
should have teed one up and taken a hack.
Don't panic and reach for the 7-wood.
That grip on that thing was like bald.
As you can see, it's a very tight hole.
And I was afraid it was going out
Yeah.
of my hand. It was wet. But
Here I am in the light rough.
in the infomercial, they say it's like a perfect plane that you're on. But
Putt along the x-axis, which is the stroke plane.
if you just practice, you can have a perfect plane. If you just practice and like, I'm not there,
Yeah.
we're not there, but if you get good at 4-footers, you get good at 4-footers, no matter if you kick it with your foot or do it with something
Yeah.
else. And this is a little cheap.
I bet those
Yeah.
guys spent the whole day just doing 4-footers with that club.
Hey, 4-footers are now gimmies.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They're all lined up the exact same way, you know.
Mhm. Beau walks into the shots
And simply swing the hammer. Listen.
and just hits putts. Crazy.
That's so funny. No, Beau just buys lunch.
Buys lunch.
Beau is only there to buy lunch. Beau, I gotta go on a run here.
Keep it running.
Wasn't that exactly what I said during the controller?
Yes.
I was like, there's another guy out here who can do this better than you can and in like 2 hours.
In just 20 to 30 minutes.
Like Beau was definitely.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? In like when Guy Hart, what was his name?
Al Geiberg.
The pro.
Oh, Mr. 59?
Mr. 59.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Mr. 59 just like didn't really give them the soundbite that they wanted.
Well, it cut strokes off every golfer out there.
Well, I can't guarantee how many, but
It just like hard cut to Beau, and he was like, "Well, Mr. Geihart is trying to say here."
You know, it's really quite simple.
I was like, "Wow, that's pretty well done, actually. They did that right."
Ah, that is very sneaky.
He shot a 59 on tour and took him 59 takes and not get it outright. Let me tell you, 4 feet in.
We're going to hear from Mr. 59, Al Geiberger.
Mark, did you get turned around on Beau on this one, or you still anti?
Not at all. No, it was so dumb.
I can't wait till we have Beau on. He's gonna roast the shit out of you.
I know.
love Beau.
He's like, come on, man. What can I do? What can I do better?
How many push-ups you want to do here, pal?
He seems like the kind of guy that would just be like,
Hey.
he'd be trying to sell you something. He'd be like, "Oh man, I know it's a little ridiculous, but isn't this not a bad deal right here
Dave.
that we got going on?"
I know I've screwed up steaks. Everybody does.
Dave, if he said that, I would love that.
Honey, try a little bit. Tell me what you
I
think.
don't think he feels that way.
Joyce, you are a 5.
He's like, oh, hails, bells.
Add a little butter while you're waiting there, man.
I wish he was self-deprecating.
Here comes your bone-in ribeye, brother,
I
man.
don't think he is.
Oh, yeah, guys. She's cooking.
He's too much of a pro.
I got a system.
I think he kind of is.
You know, for me, putting has always been the great mystery of golf.
I need BTS on that dude.
Hey,
Hey.
I like when he goes, "Hey," you hear when he does that?
Hey, 4-footers are now gimmies.
He'll jump into a paragraph and he'll start it and he'll go, "Hey."
Hey, if you make 4-footers gimmies, you're going to shoot lower scores and become a better player.
He's like, how about a little putter while you wait there, man?
Linda, how about an 8-ounce strip over here?
Shout out Perfect
Yeah.
Steak. Hey,
This is a beautiful porterhouse.
I love Beau.
I can't believe we've made it over 10 minutes and we haven't talked about the walking pack of cigarettes that was Jack Ham yet.
Smoking.
That's incredible. That's a testament to the rest of this infomercial and the oddity of this club that we have found enough content that doesn't include this guy. He's a nut.
Yeah.
It's hammer time.
Yeah.
I got the 4-foot challenge here, bud.
And I love his bio on his website is just so, it matches his personality. So I'll read it in the order, reading top to bottom, left to right from the 2 columns. So this is Jack Ham's bio. 6-time world long driver champion. Holds 6 world records. His drives have 11 seconds of hang time. Master's degree in engineering. Only human alive to average 400 yards off the tee, and he is over 50 years old. Created, quote, grip it and rip it when he gave golf lessons to John Daly. Can hit an 8-iron 260 yards every time. In one round, Grove 8 par 4s. That's it. And on him, I'm reading that from his website. And had only 29 golf shots with.
He's a good driver.
Had only 29 golf shots with 43 putts. Wow! If only the hammer could putt then. On a 358-yard hole, he had to chip back 100 yards because he flew the green by 100 yards.
Asshole.
Banned from every driving range in America for losing all their golf balls.
Oh.
Outdrives the leading pros by over 100 yards. Holds 10 pad. Gives lessons to all of the leading pros and added 50 yards to their shots in 15 minutes. He genuinely wants to help every golfer play better golf. His greatest satisfaction is to help others play golf. He has 8 course records with a low round of 58.
Oh,
Man,
pretty good.
not too bad.
there's one more line to the bio.
You gonna tell us?
It's all good. It's all right. Fuck all day. Fuck all night. That dude fucks.
Yeah.
That dude, yeah, he's a legitimate animal.
His swing is gnarly. He's putting some shoulder into that thing. Oh my God. He's whipping it.
The rolling bolt.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Golf Digest has clocked his club head speed at 162 miles per hour.
Yeah. Who needs the hammer putter? You do.
But now, here's your chance to get your very own for yourself.
He's an absolute insane person, and his website reads like he put it together, which is nuts.
He's an engineer.
I'm a bacon fan.
Yeah. He doesn't mention where he went to school.
We asked a leading university
to conduct scientific tests.
But yeah, he's a master's degree in engineering.
Master product specialist.
Tobacco studies.
Tobacco studies of
He's like, I've been to Parliament.
Nobody could understand the word he said.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
He hits and smoke starts.
You can't smoke in here, Jack.
So he outdrives all the leading pros by over 100 yards, but then he's given lessons to all of the leading pros and added 50 yards to his shots at 15 minutes.
64.
So is that 100 yards before or after the 50 yards that he helped them gain?
11:01.
Because did it used to be 150 or now is it down to 100?
59.
I mean, he's an engineer. He baked it all in, I bet.
And baked eggs are perfect.
But speaking of being a little bit self-deprecating,
I know I've screwed up steaks. Everybody does.
you know, if he could just putt, right? That's how the infomercial starts, is Jack Ham just blowing loads of 450-yard drives. And it's like,
Jack Ham can drive the ball farther than anybody in the world. Why isn't he making $5 million a year on the PGA Tour?
Then why is Jack Ham the world's longest driver not winning $5 million a year on the PGA Tour?
Because Jack Ham can't putt.
Jack Ham can't putt.
and I was like, right, he can't putt. He should invent it. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, here it is.
It is his club. He invented the hammer.
Sure.
He says he did.
Okay,
No one
yeah.
else is claiming it.
I didn't know. I didn't pay attention.
Scotty Cameron isn't coming out of the woodwork for it. Yeah, they're good.
Is that a legal putter?
And it be legal.
It works with smart putter technology. Does that answer your question?
It can't be, right?
No.
You got to have a Y-axis putter to be legal. I think. Of
This has zero access.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
course you don't. It doesn't make sense.
That's Beau.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's pretty easy math, all right? You got your x-axis, your y-axis, and your zero-axis. Come on, guys. This is trig and functions.
It's something I learned from math class.
You could probably turn certain
Okay.
putters around and have them hit exactly like the hammer does. You know,
Okay, let's elaborate a little bit on what Dr. Kearns was just talking about.
Yes.
So, like, I missed that one part before, but, like, I don't know if you know this, but this is all sweet spot.
All sweet spot.
With a sweet spot.
All sweet spots. It's all sweet spots.
It's all sweet spots, all sweet spots. It's all sweet spots.
Where's the sweet spot on this putter?
Isn't a sweet spot. There's a sweet spot. A sweet spot.
One big sweet spot and a sweet spot.
Your sweet spot. The sweet spot's the sweet spot.
And a sweet spot.
It's a sweet spot. This has nothing but a sweet spot.
All sweet spots.
That's sweet.
right?
No other putter has a sweet spot.
Where's the sweet spot on this putter?
I was like, wait, huh?
I love that.
What's like
I love-
80% of my like plastic part of my Odyssey putter?
There's not a single putter out there, Odyssey, Scotty Cameron, belly putters, none that are designed correctly. None.
What's
Nope. It's a waste. That's it. You hate America.
Are we better?
You hate the environment.
They think it's Russia?
Yeah, it's Y-axis.
An axis of evil.
And you hate low scores. It's too much Y.
It's Y-axis. Yeah. All
Why
right.
not, guys?
They made it binary.
Keeps you plumb bombing that line.
They're like yes, hammer, no, everything else. That's all it is.
All other putters are now obsolete.
It's very, very binary what they did here.
That's all you had to figure out in terms of this putter.
Yeah, at least that's solvable, right? That's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
You can make the same case of a pool cue that
Yeah.
you could get as good with it. If you could lay down on the ground with a pool cue,
Keep your back straight.
it's the same thing.
And this way, everybody gets to eat at the same time.
Like Tin Cup.
Yeah.
Hashtag Tin Cup.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shout out Costner. Shout out Cheech.
Shout out Don Johnson.
Give me another one.
Now, let me ask you another personal question.
Another.
Oh,
Kelly Preston?
No.
Ooh.
No.
not Kelly Preston.
No?
I don't know.
No.
No, it is
The answer is
Rene Russo.
yes.
Ernest Russo, yeah.
No, it's Julia Stiles. It's Julia Stiles.
No, it's Save the. You're thinking of Save the Last Dance.
Shout out our Showtime Knives episode.
Oh, the cleaver by far. It's a real man's knife.
All right. So
Chopped straight through my ribs.
we've done a fair job of describing
My cleaver.
this cleaver,
Make sure you get one of these. Is my cleaver.
but let's just make things abundantly clear.
All right.
The Hammer X putter is a golf club that is shaped like an actual hammer.
True.
Questions?
True.
True. Boom.
Okay.
That's it. And they claim that the hammer putter stops all your putting woes.
Whoa, you're right.
With the hammer putter, you will stop three putting forever.
Three putting is a thing of the past.
It's the only putter with a sweet spot.
All sweet spots.
You'll never buy another putter again.
Never lose power, and you never lose suction.
It's the one putt miracle. The only putter ever designed to work on the putting line.
Got a line on it.
Which every putter is. easy putting with the only part designed to work with a simple wrist putting motion.
That's a bad posture.
Forget about shoulder and cross-handed grips that never work.
Yuck, I hate broccoli.
Saves 10 to 15 strokes a round.
The hammer putter is guaranteed to save you 10 strokes per round.
Insane. Like I said, once I acquiesced to the advice and ignored the years of mechanics and understanding I have for golf, it wasn't bad.
All right, Dan.
I'm more encouraged now than when we watched the infomercial together. I think that along with several dozen other areas of improvement, that it could be helpful for a poor golfer like myself.
No, don't remind me. It makes me feel really bad.
But there's just so much oddity to this thing. The best use case was the first time I took it on the course and being paired with strangers and them just watching me come to the green with this weapon and being like, guy,
Eat up, guys.
what are you doing?
I got hairy legs.
Why is that with you?
This is not real, right?
And like looking at the guy I was playing with there, is he okay? He's like,
Kind of all around weird guy.
yeah, no, but this is his version of okay. So like,
Draw your own conclusions.
but I thought that from an infomercial standpoint, it was enjoyable.
I like that.
Right? I feel like we've spent a lot of calories on
the
weapon itself.
This is razor sharp.
Let's think about the vessel, right? So I couldn't understand why Beau
Riles, golf product specialist.
and Jack Ham
Now, here's 6-time world champion Jack Ham.
obviously weren't at the same golf course.
Here we are at a great par 5 at Barton Creek.
Like, how much did a flight cost when this was filmed? That blew my mind.
You got beef.
Instead of beef, we're going to go to
I
chicken.
think I have the answer to that.
I could not understand why we had to see so much upper thigh
Thighs and booty.
on Jack and his buddy Charlie Demas
Oh, I do.
The roll and bold.
when they open up. Okay. I'm glad you guys got answers,
Please.
but it was right around the time that they tried to explain the concept of plumb bobbing.
I use it every day in my plumbing business.
I gave up and I just had to ask, why?
Religion, greed, money, sex. But why? Why? Plumb Bob Millionaire. As always, it's easy to dismiss this stuff as a joke, but we have to consider the whys of each show, and there are a lot of them. The thing I love about this infomercial is also the thing I'm most afraid of, which is the blatant pseudoscience at play.
Okay, let's elaborate a little bit on what Dr. Kearns was just talking about.
I'm always begging the infomercials, and we're always begging the infomercials, to have the balls to just flat out lie.
Since the beginning of golf, all putters have simply been designed incorrectly.
And do it with a sense of humor.
Not anymore.
This one does it.
Jack Ham can't putt.
With phrases like, all putters are obsolete.
This stuff is outdated, so let's just get rid of it.
Keep it on the putting plane, which I'm sure they made up.
Designed to work on the natural putting plane.
And putting it on the x-axis, you idiot, not the y.
You all remember the XY axis.
The x-axis of evil?
Yeah, the x-axis of evil.
An axis of evil.
They're here to make the product superior by creating a complete fiction
I'm a very stable genius.
on the other side. It's very binary, as we discussed earlier. I also thought the show was well balanced.
It feels more balanced.
With some kind of entertaining golf jock absurdity.
It goes in every time.
That was brought back to earth by Beau Riles.
Hey.
Beau Riles and his easygoing tone.
If I'm to nail this nail with this hammer.
Hey, just buy it, bud.
But now, here's your chance to get your very own for yourself.
Also, shout out to a Call Now voiceover that went straight to 11.
Not anymore.
They had no shame in making the guy sound like an evil magician.
Jack Ham can't putt.
So good on you for that.
Your life's going to be better.
All in all, I'm a big fan of the absurd boasting of this baby, but I have to check my praise as I started to realize that the people that produced this particular infomercial may have also been hired to create a PSA arguing against climate change.
He just said it's not Russia.
Fellas, is the planet warming or are we just in an ice age?
I don't see any reason why it would be.
Are we in the x-axis or are we in the y-axis?
They think it's Russia?
You tell me. There's some very serious whataboutism and what's that word that we've come to know? We're
globalism.
Post-factual here, guys. What do you think?
I think in Russia they wouldn't be gone so easily.
Whoa. Perfect for Beau then.
Come on, man.
I think we're a little bit alt-right of the y-axis, brother. Okay, we're in zero-axis hour.
Zero-axis putter.
Okay.
I have to have my change.
Yeah. What was the third axis? What's the zero axis? That's in the name of it.
Zero-axis putter.
The zero-axis putter. They talked about the X and the Y.
The first putter designed to line up and putt along the x-axis.
Jeez, I got so unnecessarily concerned with the geometry of it
It's something I learned from math class.
that I got scared.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all over the place
Dead in the center, bud.
from that standpoint. But at the same time, to watch it, it just kind of cruises. It just kind of washes over you.
So why wouldn't you have more than one washing machine?
Well, I was thinking when I was watching it, I'm just like, it's so entertaining.
They call me Easy Stevens. Come on, brother.
Right? And then you're just like, oh, they're basically just like, the thing you have in your hand is stupid.
There you go.
And we should all make fun of it. And you should buy this. And it's like, why should we buy that? And it's like, well, because we made all this shit up. So just listen.
Shut up.
You know?
Just shut up. Just fucking buy it. Idiot.
Buy it. Don't be
Jesus,
stupid.
the goddamn questions. Yeah.
What's that sound like to you?
Very good question.
Think in the past couple of years.
And it's only taken 3,000 years to find it.
We're going to be open by Easter, okay?
I alone.
Oh, you mean Trump?
Yeah, this is the Trump Club.
I dream about hammer time.
It's Trunk Club.
You could put it in the trunk of your car.
Shout out Trunk Club. Let's do a spot for them.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mark. We'll read that one in. So you go to trunkclub.com. Your first month is on us. That's trunkclub.com/call now podcast /Beau's pleats. And you get 20% off your full subscription first box on us. Trunkclub.com /call now podcast /Beau's pleats. That's BEAUS.
Who would say it's all sweet spot?
And when you're a star, they let you do it.
I'm not a good impersonator. It's all sweet spot.
It's very
You'll-
sweet.
you'll
The
ne-
spot on this, it's the sweetest.
You'll never miss a 4-footer again.
I will restore law and order.
You save 10 shots, maybe 15. Like it is Trump up there talking to his bullshit.
So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV.
He's like, okay, look at this graph, okay? This shows the x-axis and the y-axis, but over here, the zero axis is actually the best axis to putt on. I can promise you. A lot of smart people tell me you can putt on a zero axis for days. For days, I've done it.
Take a look at some of these charts.
Okay, you can go to any one of my courses, not you, okay? But you can. OAN, you can play any course in the country. I can promise you that. Tell them I sent you. They know. They know. You work there.
It is so nice to hear you cheering for what I just
Do you
said.
think that this style, I wonder this a lot, this style doesn't quite hit with people?
Not anymore.
Because it's like,
China?
it seems like more of them should be like, that product's stupid.
All right.
Our product is the Sputnik.
Laundry time is the worst time I have.
Don't you get it, you idiot?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I wonder if that's a little...
Dave, who sits at home and like gets manipulated from their television?
United States is lowest in numerous categories.
Yeah.
It's a thing. I don't mean to go there here, but we got a Southern boy.
It's all sweet spot.
We got a shit hammer club.
I can't control the hammer.
It's all coming together. It's the biggest lie
Kind of what you call bare lie or tight lie.
of a club I've ever seen.
This is the only exercise machine that I have seen and have experience with that really targets this particular area.
So, and it's golf. So it's the closest thing we've gotten to Donald J. Trump.
Appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
It'd be better if Steve Bryant was the host.
I'll be your show host today.
I would be 130% behind you if it was Steve Bryant instead of Big Beau.
Or Wally Nash.
Now, this is not China.
Beau is way more for sale than...
Well, no, I think it's innocent in that they're just trying to sell a golf club.
You get a second club free.
I like Beau, and I actually liked the hammer. When I saw the hammer, I was like, I don't think I'm going to like this guy.
Why?
You know? And I was like, this guy's kind of funny.
They call me Easy Stevens. Come on, brother.
And he was like kind of encouraging
There you go.
to the other guy. You know, he was like, no, man, you just hit him right in a row. Boom, 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 boom. Like, I was like, this guy's kind of cool. I kind of like this guy, you know?
It's something I learned from math class.
Yeah.
So,
And the point you made about the voiceover guy was fantastic.
This will be the last putter you ever buy.
That is someone who is cranked all the way up.
well, I think if the hammer was producing, then the hammer probably has a pretty good sense of humor. So he's like, he's coming back with kind of like the hot takes. Like, do you want to hear him? And he goes, hell yeah, I want to hear him. And it's just crazy. And he's like, this is perfect for my infomercial.
Dead in the center, bud.
Oh, my only critique, I had the side note here,
Here I am in the light
was
rough.
that,
No.
yeah,
You had one?
How many eggs?
I have one. Yeah. Well, I liked it. I liked the infomercial. Was that if they're going to attack all other putters, making them obsolete,
Obsolete.
They're a hammer. That's easy.
why not show us a few stupid putters and people doing stupid things with it?
You are obsolete. You are obsolete.
That was the only thing where I was like, why didn't they do that? You know?
I mean, they missed a lot of putts.
Because you tend to miss the short putts.
There was not one lag putt.
Short putts or long putts.
There was not one putt over
4 feet and in. That's what I'm thinking. I think that's maybe the.
Yeah.
It's so bad, man. The controller
just
hit out of every type of lie.
Here I am in the light rough.
It hit out of the sand.
Fairway bunker.
Right at
Yeah, broke world records.
I hate the controller.
And then this thing,
The controller is trash.
like a bowling alley down there.
all this does is hit 4-foot putts. That's all it does.
That's all I do.
But it does it really well.
That's 10 to 15 strokes right there.
I don't know. Get good at 4-foot putts.
So are we better?
So what I think has to happen is you guys have to play a head-to-head round, and Mark can only use the controller and Dave can only use the hammer.
That's our 10-putt challenge.
And you guys are going to just play one-on-one, full 18 holes.
Already worried.
One club each. The winner gets to kiss Beau Riles on the cheek.
That's sweet.
Hey,
How about a little putter right there, man?
Ron's got the my thing.
My cousin Arnold.
My.
And Beau's got the
Hey.
That's his getcha.
And you got like the 1-2 punch.
Hey.
Beau rules.
Yeah.
Dan, tell me how much you
Yeah.
like Beau.
I'm a big Beau guy.
All right, Dano.
I think because he is Fowler light
You think that's cool?
in terms of skill and style. Because he's a guy who's been a host.
And now let's join our host, Beau Riles.
He's been a pitchman.
Beau Riles, golf product specialist.
He's done both sides of it.
Buys lunch.
They've both worked with Kathy Mitchell.
Kathy, help.
And they both do everything. Like Beau does stuff in the kitchen. He does golf. He does hardware stuff. He fixes holes in walls that look like glory hole fixing machines. It's ridiculous. The next time we cover a Beau, we'll bring that one up. It's like a 2-minute one.
Oh no. Nail holes, settling cracks, and door deep.
It's very often spoofed on the internet.
Just take a look on the internet.
Always bathrooms.
Yeah, it's strange. Those darn waist-tight holes in all these public bathrooms you got to fix.
They think it's Russia?
Uh-oh.
But no, I don't know. I love the fact that, at least for this, calling him a golf product specialist is more accurate than calling him just a product specialist, which is obviously his thing that he likes to be called for infomercials, which is kind of funny that he has he's like, well, no, call me product specialist, man. They're like, oh, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever you want. I mean,
Yeah.
tell the guys who are doing the Chiron. I don't care. Oh, great.
All right.
As we found out when we're getting caught up with some perfect stakes, that he played some D1 golf. It's pretty legit.
Okay, let's elaborate a little bit.
Memphis boy, played at Illinois. So, I mean, lots of Beau stock.
All right, Dano.
You buy it though. It's like I believe that guy could, and Mark's gonna have a sweet rebuttal here. But you buy that guy could be like, yeah, play a few rounds with this hammer.
Hey, 4-footers are now gimmies.
Cook on the perfect steak.
We're going to stay in and I'm making steak.
Oh yeah. And by the way, bud, after a few beers, I can fix that hole in your wall.
I'm Beau Riles. This is a hole in the wall.
You know what I mean? Like that's what's up with Beau, man. I think that's all right. That's all right with me.
Now that's all right.
He's such a fraud. The dude's a Southern guy
And that's important to me.
who is cooking on the shit perfect steak.
Especially if you have children.
He's a D1 college golf, and he's hawking this bullshit hammer putter.
It's all sweet spot.
He sold himself out. Like,
I can't control the hammer.
if that's okay. It's okay. I mean,
Whoa, cowboy.
we have a podcast called Call Now, which is
I'm Tom Purvis, trainer to the trainers, and you're listening to Call Now podcast.
great, you know.
Gonna say.
Yeah, but
And for anyone who's looking to purchase our podcast, please reach out and make any offer because we are very willing to sell out ASAP. Yeah.
Bye.
Spotify, give us a call, baby.
you've got mail.
I'm having a beer with two guys
Because most people will get two of them.
in the infomercial world. And
That sounds hot.
It's
Keep your back straight.
right now.
It's Beau and Joe. I dream about Beau and Joe.
Got hairy legs.
Put a little putter while you're waiting there, man.
It's in the red zone.
Daddy, it's perfect.
I really want to eat it.
We're 4 feet out.
Dead center every single time.
Do we have time for one more little thing here?
Because we don't have the time.
Would this have been better as a 1 to 3 minute commercial? I think it would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like straight information, fast. You know?
Well, that's how the hammer driver is. I think there's like a 6-minute version, but even that, it's just
Yeah.
and like a rocket going up and stuff. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
It's the reason they did the 4-foot challenge
I got the 4-foot challenge here, bud.
at the beginning and the end, because the 4-foot challenge is all you need to see.
Can I show you something
Yeah.
here?
All they're selling, and he just hits.
But they're like, we're buying 30-minute spots. It doesn't matter.
We'll do it live.
But if you think about why the magic bullet's so good, it's that slow burn.
In less than 10 seconds.
It's like everyone keeps coming out.
How you feeling this morning?
Like another guy.
What about a bit of the hair of the dog that bit you?
Another guy.
Got any berries?
Here comes Hazel.
Did somebody say muffins?
It's like this slow, well-developed thing. And then the call now bit comes in.
What can you do in 10 seconds?
This one feels like it's designed to be digested in 30 seconds.
Chili.
This one is like, if you're watching a game with just a few of your buddies.
And on game day, football, baseball, basketball, or soccer.
And this commercial comes on, you did not forget it.
And then I walk upstairs from my basement with the fucking hammer. And you're like, Dan is getting weirder every day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not comfortable being in his house.
That's dangerous.
Should he be allowed to have kids? Should we do a welfare check?
I don't know. Should I be allowed to walk along the x-axis?
You all remember the XY axis.
Razor's Edge.
This is razor sharp.
We're living on the razor's edge, so I think for safety's sake, we better cut our losses. Go get hammered. It's time for the Ronnies.
We all know infomercials love to claim that the products they're pitching are award-winning. But let's not forget that they wouldn't have any of those imaginary awards without the hard work of the stars of these infomercials, and that's why each week, the boys hand out the Ronnies, their acknowledgement of the greatest moments of these informative and supposedly objective works of art. They're named in honor of the godfather and patron saint of TV pitchmen, me, Ron Popeil.
All right. To be as consistent as the hammer putter from 4 feet and in,
Right at it.
we'll start with the Lynn Gerhardt
There's a treasure underneath.
Award for Best Value Proposition. Our nominees are: it's the only putter you'll ever need.
This will be the last putter you ever buy.
Mark, how much money do you waste on putters? A couple $100 a week? Yeah, that's what I thought. You're so stupid.
You're so stupid.
This is the last putter you're ever gonna need. 3 easy payments of $39.95.
3 easy payments.
Putters for life.
I've been heavy all my life.
And you're good for 14 and in.
18.
And it's 10 strokes off per round.
Guaranteed to take 6 to 8 strokes off your score.
Until you get to a negative number.
64.
And you're just going to be the best golfer in American history.
I like that.
So, only putter you ever need. Second nominee. You can finally become a wrist putter like you've always dreamed of.
You only pendulum your wrist.
Remember how anyone who's played golf has tried to make sure they don't break their wrists when they putt and just move their shoulders and be very consistent?
Same size bird, same time.
Fucking idiot.
Whoa, cowboy.
No. You want to do like every kid at a mini golf course. Now, finally, the hammer putters.
Never fear, Roto Razor's here.
You'll save 10 to 15 strokes per round and never 3-putt again.
3-putting is a thing of the past.
Some call it hyperbole. I call it golf nirvana.
Is it still hot out there?
And last but certainly not least, the fact that you get to carry an actual hammer that's mounted on a graphite shaft on a golf course.
I can't control the hammer.
Very empowering. Feel like a real tough guy with that. So the just carrying a weapon on the golf course is pretty great. I'll admit, just having the hammer in your bag is fantastic.
It's just downright elegant.
But yeah, I feel like they're all in the same realm of bullshit. And for that reason, it makes me really want to skew towards the most verbose claim, which is that you will save 10 to 15 strokes per round and never 3-putting. That's such strong guarantee.
My Showtime knife guaranteed.
Strong wording to put in there.
These are composite power rods. They're patented.
If we learned anything from friend of the pod, Tom Purvis,
Trainer to the trainer.
is this is one of the big differences between product infomercials and fitness ones. Because no one's getting hurt by not saving 10 to 15 strokes.
Got a line on it.
But I was thinking about that. I was like, oh man, that's a really big lie, but like, what are the stakes?
I got some fillets for later
You're
on.
just not making as many putts. But that is definitely my favorite value proposition, is that you'll just be that dramatically better.
Your life's going to be better.
I mean, that one's great.
A great dessert pasta.
That's the one I would usually go with.
I don't usually go into the parking lot. I'm like, oh, I can beat somebody up.
But
hold it, Nancy.
Not even reading the other ones, I have to go with you can finally become a wrist putter.
Doesn't require the force of the bicep.
Like you've always dreamed of.
Into a dream.
Because it's just like the thing you're not supposed to do with a putter. And I think it would be so funny if some jerk
My name's Dan Sturdivant.
got onto the green
Outstanding.
and was just like, well, it's the wrist now, boys.
Just like Dunkirk, eh, old boy?
Don't you understand? And just buries one. Yeah.
Bryson DeChambeau should go to the wrist. He should go to the hammer. He's the perfect fucking guy for this.
Yeah.
He's like, well, actually, I've done the studies, and actually, Jack Ham.
He's also the most innovative club designer.
I mean, from a physics standpoint, it aligns with a lot of what he does, an engineering standpoint. And Brooks is just
We smoke together every week.
You know anything about Plumb Bob, you know that I don't have to worry about that anymore.
You know, it's really quite simple.
Is my caddy Plumb Bob?
Plumb Bob SquarePants?
If you can squeeze a sponge.
Knuckle and elbow? Right at it.
The rolling bulge.
Awesome.
All right, Mark, what do you got?
How old are we? What are we, 35?
Hey, come on now.
Come on, man.
64.
You're 34.
Whoa.
This is evergreen.
A green table.
Yeah, it's evergreen.
We're still in our mid-20s, dude.
Take a look at some of these charts.
This is Everclear.
The only putter you'll ever need, they're not making this anymore.
I got one.
I know you bought it on eBay.
Yeah, they don't
or
need to make
something.
them anymore. They made enough for everybody. They're done. They're like, that's it.
But I don't have one.
Oh, gosh.
People play golf for like 70 years. This thing's not going to last 70 years.
Don't panic and reach for the 7-wood.
Fuck that one.
Hey, at my 105th birthday party, I'm beating the shit out of you with the hammer.
Let's do it. The wrist putter. I like the wrist putter. Dave was onto something because it's as crazy as goulash.
You get to be golf naughty, right? You're like, ooh.
Let's see it.
Ooh, I'm not supposed to do that.
To save 10 to 15 strokes without seeing them hit one long putt, lag putt, anything drives me bizarre.
Zarp. ZRP.
Because if you're within 4 feet, I've never seen you get to 4 feet. How can I tell you can even do that?
Right. It took me 6 putts to get there.
You know, so it's like that one's garbage. And Dan, thank you so much for putting this last one in.
Appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
Because this is not in the infomercial.
That's the test that you never see on TV.
Yeah.
No, but it is a value proposition.
Because it's awesome. Yes,
Like,
you bring it on the
it's
course.
intrinsic.
And if you gotta throw down with a hammer.
It's like how Style won for blue blockers. Like,
Watch.
no, they even have to say it. It was just, you just knew.
But isn't it null and void because you could technically turn the axis on your regular putter and make that a hammer?
Shut up, Dave.
No.
No, there's no way.
You can make it hammer-like, but it's still a putter.
It's not the hammer.
Putters are putters first and a hammer second. The hammer is a hammer first and a putter second.
Good point.
So, Mark, are you staying with the being naughty and playing some wrist putts, little wristy boys?
No, it's the last one. It's actual hammer.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
you've
that's
come all the way
happening.
back around.
Jury split.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, since I invented that as a value proposition, and it is basically my version of bringing a Luger on the golf course.
All right, Dano.
That's it, man. You got to bring your hammer. You got to swing your hammer. If you want to make hay while the sun is shining. A penny saved is a penny earned.
Sure.
Better florist than gardener.
If you're a gardener,
You shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. And if you have a glass jaw, you should shut your mouth.
Punch away the stress.
Because I got a hammer.
If you want to see what 13 inches looks like.
You're welcome.
Oh, nice. That shell sliver scheme.
Hey,
It's hammer time.
I can't control the hammer.
It keeps you plumb bobbing that line.
If I'm to nail this nail with this hammer,
you guys think so, don't you?
Next up, it's the Ron Popeil
Flavor Steam Fryer.
Award for Best Buzzword.
Would you like to try the word buzz?
So this one's buzzy.
she went from sagging to bragging. It's unbelievable.
A lot of buzz in this one.
Honey, try a little bit.
A lot of hashtag Plumb Bob. So Plumb Bob, top of the list.
It keeps you plumb bobbing that line.
We got sweet spot all over the place.
Where's the sweet spot on this?
The gimme zone.
Look at this. Every 4-footer will become a gimme.
The putting plane.
Got a line on
And the zero axis, parentheses, of evil.
All around kind of guy, very athletic, loves to run, fine golfer.
I don't even know if we have to pick one or if we just mail the award to the hammer himself.
Now, here's 6-time world champion Jack Ham.
To Jack Ham, because I feel like no matter what he's doing, he's just saying all these things because it's just the list of stuff he can still remember.
It's something I learned from math class.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I can jump in. The putting plane is sticking out to me as the obvious winner because it feels like they just flowered that up and made it a thing.
The putting plane.
I don't know if you caught this too, is they put a line on the top of the putter.
Yeah.
Straight line.
Yeah.
So you aim the line at the ball.
You line it up to the ball.
You aim the ball at the hole.
You hit the ball, it goes in the hole.
And that's the putting plane.
All right.
But didn't he also say something about like the driving plane or like the iron plane? Didn't he say something else?
Now, we've all heard about the swing plane hundreds, if not thousands of times, right?
It's the Iron Curtain he was talking about.
You just said it's not Russia.
The iron curtain. They made it sound like the putting plane was something that was a derivation. How about that? A derivation.
Specificity, Ames. Specificity.
The putting plane was the best lie.
Kind of what you call bare lie or tight lie.
Yeah, how about that for a pun?
Right at it.
Putting plane.
Gimme Zone.
Gimme.
I've seen it.
Gimme.
I lived it.
Gimme.
It's a real thing.
Gimme.
Yeah.
Gimme Zone.
Gimme.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I wish they went harder at the Gimme Zone, though.
Gimme.
They didn't say it enough for how much they were touting it, right? They're saying 4-footers now automatic.
Hey, 4-footers are now gimmies.
But they said the gimme zone like
Call me Easy Stevens. Come on, brother.
twice, and I was like, whoa, gimme zone? Nice.
So the two most impressive things, that one older woman
Or a woman.
who hit the 3 balls in the one shot. And she actually, the second ball, she like moved around and then hit it. Like they weren't staged or whatever.
In fact, none of our stuff is reversed.
And 2 times, Beau was off to the back of the green.
Hey.
Talks, steps up, knocks it in the gimme zone. Like,
And simply swing the hammer. Listen, the putter as we know it is going to be obsolete.
they actually did it
I literally did that.
real time, which I think there's something to that. They would have had to redo those takes, right? Like,
Well, I said it was going to take under 3
we don't
minutes.
got time for that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. It's pretty great that they did that.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I'm glad that you mentioned that.
You know, I'm glad you said that.
Kubrick shot this thing.
Was that,
It was his dying wish. He's like, I just need to shoot the hammer. I was trying to think of where I knew that the term plumb bob from.
Power run.
And then I looked it up earlier and I was like, oh, I only know that from my old man because it's like a carpentry tool.
yeah.
It's a
It is.
precursor to the spirit level and used to establish a vertical datum. Oh, of course. I don't know. That makes no sense. But Mark is looking for the clean sweep tonight because he keeps playing into my ego. It's a very smart move. 4 feet and in, all the way home. Way to go, dude.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Look at this. Every 4-footer will become a gimme.
Hey, 4-footers are now gimmies.
Gimme.
I got the 4-foot challenge here, bud.
Gimme. Gimme. Gimme.
All right, time for the Barry Ozer
If you want to see what 13 inches looks like,
Award for Best Piece of the Package. Man, I did not expect there to be anything other than the putter
Add a little butter while you're waiting there, man.
going into watching the infomercial last week. And then they break out those 2 goddamn wedges.
And here's the best part. If you call during the show, you get a second club free.
One is our first nominee, Dr. Knockdown, the 80-degree wedge.
Yeah.
The ultimate approach wedge, Dr. Knockdown.
Which is just basically a piece of paper on a stick. I don't know how you try to hit a ball with that. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't get it.
I do bet, though, I could overswing and skull it and hit line drives anywhere with that club if I could find one.
Where are you from originally?
Right at it.
Can't do it better than that.
The other club that they offered, they didn't show the actual club.
Can I show you something here?
Dr. Sandtrap.
Dr. Sandtrap, the first see-through sand wedge.
The head.
They showed a graphic of the head. They didn't show, like, this is the club and what it looks like. This is a prototype. No. This is the first ever see-through sand wedge.
The sand game made easy.
And if you can take a divot, you're gonna make your sand shots. And it's just a sand wedge with 3 giant holes in it, apparently to let the sand pass through.
It feels like a bag of sand.
But I don't really get it. I've never seen one. And again, they didn't actually show one in the infomercial.
Now look at that.
Which is great. I wonder if anyone actually ordered from this thing. The website they put up there is out of business.
Uh-oh.
It's too bad.
Oh.
So you have to go to a separate hammer putter one. So I guess maybe too many people needed the Dr. Sandtrap. $100 value, you know?
Another $100 value.
And the last piece of the package is the Hammer Secret DVD that guarantees it will add 40 yards to your drive.
This is my idea of
And I
heaven.
was like,
Knock that right in there.
all right, I know that Ham has a reputation.
Golf Digest has clocked his clubhead speed at 162 miles per hour.
Right, I know he's a long drive guy.
Gimme.
You know, all that fun stuff.
It's hammer time.
I was like, wait, why wouldn't you just do like a Hammer Secret putting DVD and just like keep showing like the further fake calibration, like 1 inch is 4 feet, and like keep backing up and making putts and like
It's something I learned from math class.
using it from off the green and like
Here I am in the light rough.
just Doug Reed it to death. And if you want to send out a DVD, and then I realized he just had all them extra DVDs in the garage somewhere, and he had to get rid of them, so he started handing them out with putter.
Mhm.
But
And you have the answer to the other question, which is engineer Jack Ham has prototypes for all these other things. and maybe an inventory of them, like Dr. Sandtrap.
I know a great sand guy we can get at a price.
Like Dr. Knockdown.
Dead in the center, bud.
So that's why those are on there also.
I love that they're both. Can't believe how much education those clubs have. It's about 7 years a pop at least. That's incredible.
Unbelievable.
2 doctors.
Because most people will get 2 of them.
So for me, I wanted to pick Dr. Sandtrap because it's just a graphic.
Take a look. Right here.
But I'll take the first swing as they try to solve our entire short game for us. And really, I would love to try to use an 80-degree wedge. I really would.
It really is a time saver.
I'm so curious about how high and far
If we go out into the mountains in the fall in Virginia,
that ball would go if I actually was able to fashion a good swing, if I could time travel to where I could actually hit a golf ball with any confidence.
Watch.
And so I feel like that 80-degree wedge, like going from a 56
64
to an 80,
18.
could you hit it more than like 15 yards if you like took a good swing and caught it clean?
It's like a 30-yard club, I think.
Yeah.
If you were playing with somebody and they were 25 yards out and took a full hack, you'd be like, what the fuck was that? And then they grabbed the hammer they have to the green. This
is not real, right?
I don't like playing at this course anymore.
You got to think like the hammer.
There you go.
The hammer's like 30 yards from the green.
See the hammer.
The hammer needs 80 degrees.
That's all you have to figure out.
The hammer can't use a regular wedge. You know what I mean?
Well, you want to know why?
You gonna tell us?
Because he's driving the ball 450.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're only 80-degree wedging in.
They call me Easy Stevens. Come on, brother.
And then you're hammering it home from 4 feet. You're shooting 58, just like the hammer.
Mr. 59.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's easy.
I get it now.
All right, Dano.
Dave, I get it.
Well, that's good.
You just solved my entire short game.
He invented all of these things.
Dave, you are now Dr. Knockdown. Congratulations. Mark, do you want to audition for the role of Dr. Sandtrap?
Sure.
What an honor.
How do you shoot a 58 when you're the worst putter in the world? Get out of here.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
No, that was after he started using the hammer.
He said that was just marketing.
We guarantee you.
That was just clever marketing.
That was it. That was the only part here.
That was gotcha journalism.
Got your attention, huh?
It was an executive course. Yeah, he's like, oh.
Yeah, it was Durrell, yeah.
He's like, I shot 4 over. It wasn't bad.
Wait, Dan, what did you pick? You picked the 80 degree, right?
Yeah, I'm in on the Dr. Knockdown. So obviously, I mean, the hammer itself is the whole thing, but for this week's Barrios, we're excluding the weapon, and I'm going to med school with Dr. Knockdown.
As a doctor,
I will have to
Dave.
pick Dr. Sandtrap, not pictured.
Well, yeah, you can't pick yourself. I get it.
Yeah,
you
right,
can't
right.
vote for yourself.
The DVD is not tempting this time, just because Knockdown and Sandtrap are so ridiculous. You know,
What if you had a recipe book?
that would be great.
Eat up, guys. Tell me how good that is.
Dr. Sandtrap makes no sense because they didn't show how it works.
Can you see that working?
It's got to be some kind of
It doesn't exist.
Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality?
it's some kind of graphic prototype that he made. It's like, well, sand goes through it, and it's like, all right, but does that help? And he's like, I don't know. Let's
Can it Plumb Bob?
let's just try it. Let's see how much sand goes through it. But I don't know if that's gonna help. It doesn't matter.
What game are we playing again?
Football, baseball, basketball, or soccer?
Are we going ironic?
No, we always go with the heart wants what the heart wants.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Guys,
tell us what you want.
I'll tell you right now, Dr. Knockdown, you can't hit with it.
I've never been able to hit anything like that before.
The sand wedge, you can't hit with it.
And get away with
It's not even a real club. It's a graphic.
And it'd be okay and it'd be legal.
So then you don't know.
No. What I do know is if I watch that DVD, I bet you I can add distance to my swing.
19 inches.
And I know the internet exists.
You got mail.
And let's pretend the internet doesn't exist.
Watch.
And you can only get the DVD. I bet you I can grab a couple of tips from him.
You want to bet?
Just fucking
Whoa, cowboy.
contort my body
Keep your back straight.
to get me 40 more yards. So I'm going straight up DVD.
That's it.
Flip a coin.
You know, it just goes to show you. It's solving the whole short game. So we'll run the whole gamut. Listen, I wish the whole package was available. I would be so happy to own all 3 of these along with my hammer. But
Don't you want to watch that DVD too? Like really badly?
I bet that's available online.
Yeah.
He's like, take a drag, hold it in, haul back, blow it out. No! And you're gonna not only smoke on the course, you're gonna smoke those golf balls.
It's hammer time.
Smoking heaters down the fairway and in your cart.
And probably on the way there or the way home.
There is no way that the hammer doesn't guzzle margaritas.
Frozen drink.
Yeah.
Those guys were cooked. How about Barry Ozer gets the award? Congrats to Barry himself for taking this one down, since everybody, the whole thing is just fantastic. All 13 inches, delightful.
Remember Barry Ozer?
And here's the best part. If you call during the show, you get a second club free. The ultimate approach wedge, Dr. Knockdown. The first 80-degree wedge with drop and stop technology. A $100 value. Yours free. This is the club missing from everybody's bag, and it's free. And to make this the best TV golf offer ever, call right now. You get a third club free. The sand game made easy. Dr. Sand Trap, the first see-through sand wedge. Another $100 value. Yours free. Cuts through the sand like a knife. If you can take a divot, you will be a good sand player with Dr. Sand Trap. And here's a special bonus, a $100 value, yours free. Jack Ham's 6-time world long drive champion, the ultimate DVD lesson, Secrets to 400-yard drives.
I've been heavy all my life.
Dr.
Congrats.
Knockdown, Dave.
Dr. Knockdown.
Hey.
Speaking of doctors, it's time for the Steve Bryant
And I'm proud to call him my friend.
Award for named participant in the infomercial you would most be interested in having a conversation with. And our nominees are Dr. Mike Kearns, biomechanics expert.
We don't have the typical putter.
Got some FaceTime, got some fun. Al Geiberger, a.k.a. Mr. 59.
Mr. 59.
First person to ever break 16 at PGA Tour events. Jolly Demas.
And golf commentator Jolly Demas.
Vaunted as golf commentator, self-described comedian, entertainer, and MC.
These are the ones that I like to spice.
Also got golf product specialist Beau Riles.
Hey.
And gotta put him on the list, man. Jack Ham himself.
You call me Easy Stevens. Come on, brother.
Vaunted multiple times as just 6-time world champion.
Now, here's 6-time world champion Jack Ham.
At what? Don't know. At when? Not sure. 6 times, though. He got a hat.
He's done it. Doug has broken the world distance record off the
I
fairway.
can fly through this. Jack Ham
There you go.
is a no because
He smells like heaters.
I would rather see him talking to other people and I'm watching him than I would rather talk to him.
You can produce this conversation.
Keeps you plumb bombing that line.
Well, Rouse we're going to talk to at some point, so we don't need to. He doesn't need to be there.
You know, it's really quite simple.
Sick that day.
Jolly looks like the kind of guy who would talk about his wife all day and then reach down your pants, and you would be like, "That's not appropriate."
Why?
No.
Yours?
Dr. Mike is boring.
These forces can cause a lot of torsion.
I want to talk to Al Geiberger
We're going to hear from Mr. 59, Al Geiberger.
because he was the one who seemed the most uncomfortable with lying through the whole infomercial, and I would like to ask him, "Hey man, that hammer is bullshit. What were you thinking?"
Will it cut strokes off every golfer out there?
Well, I can't guarantee how many, but
And I would like for him to just cry and tell me the truth. And that's my take, and I'm sticking to it.
Wow, nice.
Wow. The burger.
So I call this my burger extravaganza.
Yeah.
Even though Jolly, I know he's going to be in the Heights in the movie In the Heights this year. It'll be good to see him. He's been doing a lot of things, and he's just kind of topping off his resume. But
keep him busy.
I can't go with him, and I can't go with these other jackasses, especially Beau,
Especially if you have children.
especially Al, especially this fake doctor.
Contact Body Blast treats the mind and the body.
I got to go with the man.
Man got even better results.
I got to go with Easy Stevens.
they call me Easy Stevens. Come on, brother.
They call him Hammer Time.
It's hammer time.
He hits the ball 162 miles per hour.
There you go.
Right at it.
He's the worst putter in the world.
I got the 4-foot challenge here, bud.
Jack Ham is my man.
There's a sweet spot.
It's pretty impressive. So I do want to pause you a little bit
Hold it, Ron.
on calling Michael Kearns a fake doctor because he is a physical therapist in Greenwood Village, Colorado.
All right, Daniel.
So calling him a fake doctor is a stretch. Calling him a biomechanics expert also feels like a bit of a stretch since he's a physical therapist. I don't think that the two are necessarily the same thing.
Look almost identical.
Geiberger. So I'm on the other side of the coin of where Dave doesn't want to talk to the hammer. He wants to hear someone else talk to Jack. I would like to hear Dave talk to Geiberger about why he's so sad. But I would want to have that conversation. But Beau's great. But all my questions would be focused on the La Presse. And I don't think that he wants to talk about that anymore because that's way in the past.
Hey, Dan.
Ham, just that nicotine stained smell is going to really get to me after about 30 seconds. And the third time he spits on me, I'm going to walk away really upset. So I got to talk to to the entertainer. I gotta talk to Jolly. One, his name is Jolly.
Oh, no.
Two, he supports the troops, which is great.
Reveals our American Eagle when you put on your tack glasses.
He sings, he plays guitar, he plays harmonica. And the tagline on his website is, find out what corporate America is laughing about.
So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV.
So
what?
I also feel like Jolly is like an alternate reality that could have happened to me, where if I'd had more motivation and confidence as a child, I could have just been playing corporate gigs as just like a comedian entertainer who's not actually that funny, but like all the testimonies are like, he seems like a really great guy. He keeps everyone involved. It's like, oh, it's like, oh man, that's great. So I would like to have a conversation with Jolly, real inside the actor's pain with him, and just kind of break things down, see where Jolly came from, know if Jolly is his given name. If so, what were his parents thinking? Were they trying to make a serial killer? You know, instead they got a quote golf commentator, community entertainer, and MC. So I'm a Jolly Rancher. I'm going with Jolly. That's my pick. So I guess if we're picking teams, so Mark and Jack.
They call me Easy Stevens. Come on, brother.
Dave and Guy Berger, me and Jolly.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that if we're playing golf, Mark and Jack are definitely going to win. I think that Dave and Guy Berger should play better than Jolly and I, but the emotional strain is going to be too much. And Jolly and I are just fake enough airheads that we would be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wouldn't really get to anything deep. Where I think you might break Guy Berger's spirit unintentionally or intentionally.
Hey, keep in mind, Guy Berger had his best round ever not hitting with this club.
Yeah, and in the 70s.
And I'm constantly asking about if the club works or not and why he lied about it.
The problem is people have been lied to.
So wait a minute, we're at 4.5 feet, so this isn't going to go in now, right? Okay, I just want to double check. No, it makes sense though, but if I was 6 inches closer, it would definitely go in. You're very sure about that? Okay, I'm just want to make
Remember how non-committal he was about, oh, it's going to take this much off your stroke? He's like,
Well, it cut strokes off every golfer out there.
So by my logical deduction and putting it onto the golf course, I think that means that Mark is the big winner again. It's got to be the Mark and the Hammer. So, Mark, you get to be Steve Bryant.
Welcome. Hello, I'm Steve Bryant. I'm your show host today.
Ham gets to be Ron Popeil, and you guys get to share the I'm proud to call him my friend
Ron will sell them to you individually.
award. Congratulations.
It's hammer time.
They call me Easy Stevens. Come on, brother. Dead in the center, bud. I got the 4-foot challenge here, bud. You know, if you got a 4-foot putt, you take it back about an inch. Let's say you got an 8-foot putt, you take it back about 2 inches. It's something I learned from math class.
It's hammer time.
A lot of times we'll talk about would we, wouldn't we with the product that we've just covered. My answer is clear. Not only would I did.
I literally did that.
Mostly for the novelty, and now that my golf game has deteriorated kind of out of necessity.
This will be the last putter you ever buy.
Right? I've become bad enough at golf where there is actual value to my game in utilizing the hammer.
No, don't remind me. It makes me feel really bad.
Mark, I really do think the next time out, I'm going to walk to the green with 2 putters. And I'm going to lag in with my normal putter. And then if I'm 4 feet and in, hammer it home.
Hey, 4-footers are now gimmies.
You were out there. It can't be any worse. So
You've got nothing to lose. Nothing but a body you're not happy with.
I'm in. I'm all in on my big investment.
It's like using the bridge and pull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They used to make a flat baseball bat like way back in the days, and guys would come out with it to bunt. And it was so obvious, but I saw it at the Hall of Fame one time. Shout out Cooperstown.
No way. Really, Mark?
Shout out Cooperstown. Shout out Alex and Ica, best restaurant in Cooperstown right down the street.
Oh, wow.
You could hide that without a full bench.
Flat bat?
Man, I got a bad bite.
Flat bat, yeah. There weren't cameras everywhere.
I know. Imagine you come with it behind your arm.
Yeah, yeah.
You just go up there.
A lot of dramatics.
Then you get up there, and the
He's got
pitcher's
the
like,
flat bat.
is that the flat bat? And they come in, and then that one time he comes in, you take a full swing with it. You smack him in the face.
It's hammer time.
As a catcher, Dan, how easy is that for you to pick up?
Incredibly easy.
The flat bat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flat bat.
There would be no way I wouldn't be screaming that. And you guys know how big of an asshole I am and was, especially playing baseball, because that's like where I feel safest.
And every catcher is and was.
Yeah. I'd just be screaming bunt the whole time. But then again, if it's a sacrifice anyways, it doesn't matter, right? Like you might as well take the best tool to the plate if you're not trying to evoke any element of surprise. I wouldn't be against that.
You choose the controller.
Right at it.
You don't panic reach for your 7-wood.
Don't panic.
Give up that chance for birdie or eagle. Reach for a controller. I did hit one good ball with a controller, I remember, this weekend.
You did?
I pulled it.
Just a bit outside.
But about 180, 190 off the turf.
180 yards to 225 yards out is considered the most critical scoring area.
Way left. I was counting on that patented rolling bulge to keep that thing in the fairway. But
First of all, you got to know why the ball hooks and slices.
I guess my feet were aiming towards the trees. They didn't say anything about that. Doug Reed didn't tell me anything about aiming. What a dick.
God.
Yeah.
Not his fault.
Right at it.
No putting plane.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Not your fault.
He has like a bad Rob Williams impression. I'm here for it.
Yeah, that wasn't your best. But it was good.
Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I'm like
Rob
a
Williams?
yeah. It's a bittersweet. Sorry. Oh, Robbie Williams?
Wait a minute. Different podcast.
Oh. Which one? Nickelback?
It's been a while.
Ants?
I'm bringing Nickelback. Yeah. That's going to be the next podcast in our Passion Project series right after we finish with infomercials in 12 years. Then we'll switch to music.
How the hell we wind up just like a paperback novel? You're right at it.
Guys, I think we're right at it.
Can't do it better than that.
We were on fire. Yeah, I'm in on the hammer. I don't know if you guys would ever venture down that path.
Now
Mark,
look
I
at
feel
that.
like you miss an opportunity, though, to not sample the local fare, but we'll try harder next time. Nailed it.
All right, Dano.
Never mind. You guys just go have fun at your apartments. Bye. Thanks, everybody.
Hungry, gotta go eat my beefaroni.
I'm going to have a hammer.
Love you, kiss you, smooch you.
Thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, or follow on your preferred podcast medium. And for all things Call Now, visit callnowpodcast.com. And if you want to connect with the boys, you can find them at Call Now Podcast on Twitter and Instagram, or send them an email at callnowpodcast@gmail.com. And if you can't fight the urge to pick up the phone and call now, you can leave them a voice message at 617-356-7439. If you call in the next 30 minutes, you might just be the next star of Call Now. Thanks again for listening. We hope you tune in next time to Call Now.
Thank you for listening. This has been a B+ effort. We'll try harder next time.